Hi everyone. So in this video, we are going to see about a trade that we took in Usdjpy pair around like 2 days back. So in this trade, rather than explaining the logic and the narrative behind the trade, we took the trade, but even before it is getting SL hit, we analyzed properly and we exited almost near to break even. So rather than waiting for the SL to be hit by the price, it is better to safeguard the capital because in the trading game it is safeguarding the capital is the paramount action we need to consider rather than making profits. Okay, so even if no loss is happening in our strategy means that is nothing but a profit. It's such a way that even no loss is a gain. That is the famous quote which we as a trader used to hear it about it. Okay, so let's get into the video. So here, if you're seeing this in USDJPY monthly time frame, here you can easily see that, and you can claim it easily like it is in bullish trend, and it is forming bullish FEGs recently. So this confirms that in higher time frame, USDJPY is in bullish. Okay, that's how we can do it in monthly time frame. And if you're going to weekly time frame, this is where in our weekly forecast video, you might have seen that. I'm talking about the bullish bias that we have assigned for USDJPY. So what happened is like last week we came to know about this weekly FEG being bullish weekly FEG, and as expected, we could have you could have seen that in my weekly forecast video that price can more appropriately can tap into this weekly FEG and it can go higher. So this was our initial game plan and this was our initial trade idea as well. So accordingly, what happened is like on Monday, price opened flat, and on Tuesday, actually price tapped into this weekly FEG. Okay, so if you're going to daily time frame, here you can see it clearly. Okay, so wait a minute, I will mark the vertical line with this one. Yeah. So if you're coming to next week, see here, Monday the trade has opened. It has opened flat and it went into the weekly FEG. Again, on Tuesday, it took out the Monday slow. See this, the Monday slow, and it rejected higher. Okay, so this upward rejection gave me some kind of confirmation that okay, price is willing to go higher. So just because it has tapped into this weekly FEG, we cannot go directly and we can take entry, right? As explained in our previous videos, I might have told that okay, from past trades onward, we have confirmed that it's better to wait for the confirmation for the price after tapping the key level rather than directly entering into the higher technical key level. So that was our game plan. So what happened is like after this weekly FPG has tapped, so as per the time frame alignment, we know that if it is a weekly time frame, then we need to see our confirmation in 4 hour, right? So since this is weekly time frame, weekly BC, we need to see for weekly, sorry, 4 hour ST. Okay. So as expected, you can see price has spoken into this weekly FEG very deep in a deeper way. And if you're seeing this in daily as well, see this is the Monday candle that spoke into this weekly FEG. And inside this weekly FEG, you can see daily FEG being tested. Okay, this is daily FEG, and you can term to some extent you can term this as uh, daily OB as well. Okay, so price neatly dropped into this weekly FEG and it has respected this daily FEG and it has rejected higher. So this upward wick gave some kind of confirmation that okay, price is respecting this daily FEG and weekly FEG, and there is more chance for the price to go higher. Okay, and the phenomenon or the criteria which satisfied is like 4 hour ST. So in our previous videos itself, I have outlined that okay, if price is forming a 4 hour ST after having a weekly key level, then it is a confirmation that okay, price has shifted its momentum in opposite direction. So since our higher time frame bias is bullish, after tapping into this weekly FEG and after formation of this 4 hour ST, that is nothing but FEG in, FEG out. So this is 4 hour CB, which is being entered into this weekly FEG and the daily FEG, and it is confirmed with 4 hour BC or bullish FEG. So this is FEG in and followed by FEG out. So this is one kind of highest form of confirmation, which can uh, to some extent can be considered and we can plan our entries. So in our case, we need to plan for long entry. Okay. So as soon as this 4 hour BC has formed, This gave us the confirmation that okay, it is good to go for long entries. And as soon as this candle has closed, we entered in market order in this candle, and we kept our SL to this low, and all the unmitigated PDRAs are our targets. So till this swing high, you can conveniently aim, and we will be getting around a 2:2.8, which is a nice order. Okay, so this was our initial game plan. But what happened is like in daily time frame, if you are giving attention in a more precise way, see here what happened in daily time frame. Price has taken out the left hand side liquidity. If you are just zooming out somewhat further, see here, this is the untapped daily bearish OB. Okay, so this is the all-time high or the nearest high, and from there, this is the nearest unmitigated daily OB. So you can see that from candle signs itself, right? Price has suspected this daily bearish OB and it has rejected the massive way next day. Okay, so this singular candle itself indicates that okay, price is not in the immediate motive to go higher. Okay, so what we guessed is like okay, this downward PDRAs will be helpful for the price to retrace until this weekly FEG, and once this weekly FEG has tapped, then we can aim for long entries. That too after proper confirmation. That is 4 hour ST. So what happened is like during this retracement downward leg, what happened is like it has formed new PDRAs and every PDRA is being respected. See here. So this is the first daily bearish OB, and after tapping that, this is the next daily bearish OB, and followed by next OB, which is this OB. And currently, what happened? This is the current daily bearish OB. Okay. So it is like nested PDRAs which is being formed from previous PDRAs. So in our case, it is daily bearish OB. Okay, this is the first root cause of the daily bearish OB, and from there it got shifted to next periods, and currently this is the daily bearish OB in action. Okay, what happened is like after we took 4 hour ST long entry, we have marked this daily bearish OB level, and we were waiting how it is reacting with this daily bearish OB, because still this is the retracement phase, right? This is the expansion phase. This is the complete expansion phase, which are uh, given with a clear bullish FEGs in each every leg. And this is nothing but a retracement leg. Okay, so we cannot anticipate or expect how long this retracement leg can extend. Okay, so the only thing we can do is not to get trapped during the retracement phase. But once the retracement phase is ended, then again we can position ourselves in the higher time frame direction. Okay, so what happened is like in this retracement leg, price is respecting each and every new PDRA that is being formed in daily time frame. So once we took our 4 hour ST entry here, once we took our 4 hour ST entry here, this is our 4 hour ST entry. We took our entry here, and the immediate PDRA or opposing PDRA is the daily bearish OB. So what we did is like as soon as we entered here, we saw nice expansion upward. So okay, we thought like okay, we have entered at the right price level, and as soon as our entry has taken, you can immediately see nice expansion upwards. Okay, so what we thought is like, okay, price is respecting our weekly key level and is expanding higher, so that is good. So as soon as you take an entry, we should see an immediate expansion in our favorable direction. That is what happened here. So we were okay that we have taken a nice entry. That is what our mindset was. But what happened is like after subsequent candles, you can see price is respecting this daily bearish OB. Still, we were like, okay, since this is daily bearish OB, we can expect some kind of retracement and again can go higher. So this was our initial game plan. But what happened is like, as soon as the daily bearish OB has encountered, you can see the momentum got ended or reduced in this green doji candle, and then followed by the bearish momentum being started again. Okay, so this created a sense of skeptical ideology, right? Okay, we have entered here. Immediately we saw an upward move, which is a good sign, but respecting this daily bearish OB is not a good sign. So this is where we need to pay attention and we need to be more cautious about our entry. Just like that, we have taken entry, it is not a surety or guarantee that price will anyhow go in our favor. No. After taking the position, you need to actively manage it. Whether it is a profitable trade or a loss-making trade, we need to actively manage it, and then only you can become a sustainable, profitable trader. Okay. So in our case, we noticed this phenomenon being respecting this daily bearish OB, and it created a sense of what can I say, uh, doubt. that okay, there is a possibility for the price to retrace somewhat lower. And okay, if it is so our game plan was like okay, if it is forming a 4 hour CB means then okay, whatever the loss, let us book it and we can go off. That was our game plan. But what happened yesterday is like it was keep on falling, but without forming any 4 hour CB. So yesterday when we were seeing the price, it was almost into this area, and our SL was here. So around like 30 to $40 was left for our buffer. But anyhow, we need to, if it is an SL hit, then we need to accept it. That is what our mindset was. Okay. But what happened is like today morning, it has formed the next bearish OB. This is the previous bearish OB. From there, the next bearish OB has formed here. So as soon as we saw this daily bearish OB, and today morning around 8:30 or 9 o'clock Indian time, we noticed the price has retraced somewhat higher. Okay, so this is nothing but a lost ticket for you to exit the trade. Because anyhow, if price is bullish, then it should not allow the price to form this daily bearish OB. But since it has formed this daily bearish OB, this is nothing but a hidden message for you that price is in a deeper retracement phase, so it can extend somewhat deeper. And anyhow, if you are still in the trade means better you can exit with whatever you are having in your running loss or profit. Okay, so as soon as we notice this daily bearish OB, initially we planned like, okay, let us book partials, like 50% we can wind it off and 50% we can let it run. That okay, whatever it happened, and it happened. If it is a loss, then okay, anyhow, we have reduced the risk. This was our initial discussion. But later we arrived to a conclusion that okay, if this is the signal which is being given by the market means we should respect it. Okay, so it has given us a clear message that daily bearish OB has formed, which is a clear message that price is not willing to go higher in near term. Anyhow, the overall base is bullish. That is not a there is no second doubt in that. But as of now, there is a more possibility for the price to take out our SL and then it can go in our favor or against our favor, but it's not in our hand. But since it has given us a clear message that the price is willing to go downwards without any thought, we just quitted our position. We just closed our position. So we closed our position somewhere here. Yeah. So while we noticed this, price was somewhere here, and it was in a deep bullish candle. See, this is the open of this 1 hour candle, and after this opening, price has went deep inside this daily bearish OB, and one can think that okay, since this is bullish, one can expect that okay, this daily bearish OB can get disrespected. But no, we cannot take a chance. This is like one last chance for you to exit your trade. This is what the market was telling to us. Okay, so as soon as we saw this price action, we just exited from here and we booked just a minor loss. And eventually, what happened? See, it has respected this daily bearish OB, and finally, it was an SL hit. So, had if not noticed this price action after this daily bearish OB has formed, it would have been an unnecessary SL hit. Okay, in trading, making profit is a separate skill. Similarly, safeguarding the profit is the most demanding skill. Okay, everybody can make profit, but the real winner is the one who can safeguard their profits. So yeah, that was the main lesson which we learned from this trade, and yeah, I will show you the real trade status as well. Yeah, this is the trade that we took. See here, we risked around $200. Similarly, uh, like previous trades, we risked around $200, and once we saw this price action, we exited in between. So it was a thank God situation. Like rather than losing $200, it is good to go with a $30 of loss. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this video. Thank you.